So we're going to cover what's going on in the crypto markets. Things have been looking kind of down over the past day, so let's dive in. First thing we got to cover is everything's looking red. So if you are in NFTs or you're buying altcoins, yeah, a lot of things are down right now. So that doesn't mean you got to panic. You have to understand that overall, most likely the trajectory of everything is going up. However, you're going to have these people speculating over the Bitcoin ETF and things like that. So things are going to go up and down. Don't panic sell if you're a beginner. Don't just sell all your assets just because Ethereum went down or your assets are down like 10-15%. It's totally normal. Things will probably become better, so just keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and dive into some of the hottest news. The first piece of news that has sent Azuki pumping is going to be the Web3 Foundation. So what's going on here? Basically, this new Twitter account and Azuki, the official Azuki account, retweeted it, uses the same color of red. So a lot of people are speculating that Azuki is somehow involved with this token. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that this is going to be Azuki's official token. It could be that Azuki is playing a role in it. Maybe they are a co-owner, or maybe they're contributing for the reward of tokens for this thing. Right now, it's just not really clear, but I mean, aesthetically it looks pretty good. There's definitely Azuki involvement. Now, where people were confused was that there's this other token that a lot of people are speculating on called Anime Foundation. It's all speculation, but most likely it's connected to Weebox, which is connected to San Fran Tokyo, which is another kind of anime PFP project popping up, and by SFT Studios. And this is basically a company that is incubated or majority controlled by NodeMonkes, right? So you want to just think like NodeMonkes is doing this project, right? So people were saying like, is this anime token the same as the other token? In my personal feeling and talking to different people, this is its own separate token. So I would say this is like the more NodeMonkes anime token, whereas this Weeb3 thing is a new different token, which Azuki is somewhat involved in. Now, because people speculate Azuki is going to be involved, people think that if you hold in Azuki, you're going to get allocation for that airdrop or for some kind of participation into this token just from holding Azuki assets, whether it's the Azuki OG, Azuki Elementals, or Beanz. There has been speculation that if you hold some of the Azukis with like these emblems on it, then you're going to get more rewards, but right now it's not very clear. My personal guess, and it's a guess and I could be completely wrong, this is not going to be Azuki's official token, because I feel like if it were their official token, they probably would use more like Beanz. I feel like this is probably a group, a collective, not just Azuki, who is doing this together, probably because they're using the Azuki community to bring it to life from a marketing perspective. That's why probably Azuki holders get some kind of allocation, right? But I do think it's like a separate thing from Azuki as a brand. So that's my personal guess, but hey, I don't know, we'll have to see, right? Now we're going to go into Beanz real quick. Beanz and Chiru Labs are going to be doing a winter collection with line. So they're going to have these bottles, these figurines, these keychains. So hopefully these are going to sell out at the shelves as well when you go to the line stores, especially in Asia, because that's a really good look for NFTs. Personally, for me, I actually think the figurine is really good. The creative direction behind the bear and the bean, putting it together, it works really well. Keychain looks good. The bottle looks pretty sleek. So overall, Chiru Labs killing the game when it comes to merchandise. So I think this is something that's just going to instantly sell out. Azuki has like thousands of members, right? And they're all like diehard fans. So the product is good, where I personally think that if you put it on the shelf, people would buy it even if they didn't know what a Beanz was. So for sure, if you have a Beanz or an Azuki like I do, you're going to want to buy it as well, right? So yeah, good job over there. Speaking of anime, there has been another project that has been making waves over the past few days. It's going to be called TinFun. So it's basically anime inspired project that really targets the Chinese demographic. You're going to see like all the posts on Twitter are going to be in Chinese, right? And obviously, so let's go ahead and go on their website real quick so you kind of get an idea of like what's going on here. The website itself is actually pretty cool. Basically, they had their whitelist sale, public sale, then they're going to have lottery results, right? So pretty much it's going to be a 10,000 supply. Mint is going to be 0.1. You basically, everyone throws in their money. If you have whitelist, you're going to get it. If you are raffling, then if you win, then you're going to pay 0.1. You get airdropped. You can put in 0.2. So you have 2 chances to win for each wallet. And then for people that don't win, you claim your money and get it back, right? So this is a really good way to create the FOMO, get people to throw in money. And then if they don't win, it's okay. You're going to get it back. But that pretty much guarantees that you're going to mint out versus, just minting. Because what if you mint and the floor goes below mint price and you're not going to mint out, right? So this is one way to guarantee your mint out. So far, they have around like 25,000 ETH, more than $50 million of people like throwing in their money. So they have to refund tens of millions of dollars back to people. I'm just curious to know, like, if the demand is that high and there's that much liquidity, could they have done like 0.15 ETH or 0.2? That's definitely a possibility. But, I think they're trying to be fair and just offer something that they think is fair price. So that's 0.1. Essentially, if you're into like an anime Chinese community, definitely check them out. And they also have like a Genesis NFT project as well. So this launched a while ago. So the floor is, 5.9. But if you're looking at the activity and the sales, most people seem to be buying it for around like 5-6 ETH. So pretty impressive, I would say. Now we're going to kind of shift gears a little bit and move over to Bitcoin. So what's going on the Bitcoin ordinals? Well, Bitcoin ordinals, basically projects just pop out of nowhere and they don't really promise anything. It's really just arts and vibes and memes and, you know, prices going up, people making money, and that's the name of the game. So NodeMonkes is something that has been killing it these days when it comes to getting a lot of volume. You can see here it has over 1,000 volume in Bitcoin, which is quite a lot of money. Quite a lot of money, meaning $44 million in volume, right? So it's definitely killing it, even relative to ETH, right? And there's also another project called Bitcoin Puppets. Again, just vibes, you know? What's the utility? What's the value? None, really, right? I mean, it's really just funny, you know? And that's why people are buying it just like a meme coin, right? Again, there's nothing really wrong with that. You know, they understand the market, they understand who their customer is. So if that's the game people want to play, then that's cool. Now we're going to talk about more mainstream like crypto news, which is Logan Paul, right? So Logan Paul pretty much is offering to buy back his CryptoZoo NFTs from people who bought it. So long story short, a year or two ago, they promised the game, promised a cool like NFT picture. It turned out to be like kind of scammy, and the people that did this for Logan Paul, they ran away with the money, right? It's just a completely failed project. And so Logan Paul is basically saying like, hey, you're not getting a refund, but I will buy back your NFTs, meaning that people aren't going to get a full refund. You're still going to lose money, but at least you get something back. You got to claim it by February 8th. This is a way for Logan to protect himself, right? Obviously, if his business partners were really unethical, they just BS the whole project, made it a rug and used Logan's name to promote it, then that's not good, right? So Logan Paul is trying to sue them back, get some money back, and try to do right to their holders. That's everything we got to cover for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a like and subscribe. And if you want to be up to date with everything that's going on in the NFT space, make sure to follow me on Twitter at PatrickDang. And if you want to check out what's going on in our alpha groups, especially when it comes to our private community on Discord, where we're talking about all types of different coins and everything like that, make sure to check out the Parallax Genesis, our NFT project. Link is in the description for you to learn more. With that said, I'll see you in the next one.